Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at something a little bit different to what we normally look at. We are looking at the 2000 release by Corgi from their Noddy In Toyland series of die-cast models with miniature figures. And this particular one we're looking at today is of none other than Noddy himself. And this is the box it comes in. So the top of the box, you've got an image of Noddy, and it says Noddy In Toyland. And it's got Lido, the collector's choice. It's from 3 years. And there you can see Noddy just inside the box. And at the bottom, it's got Blytons Toyland. And you can see images of all the Gallery characters from Toyland sitting in the train. Okay, so that is the front of the box. I'm just going to spin the box around to the side. And there you can see, again, it's just got Toyland cars, die-cast models, Blytons, Toyland, and again, a little bit of the train at the back there. If I just turn it around the other side, I think we've got exactly the same again, yeah. Toyland cars, die-cast models, Blytons, Toyland. Now, on the back of the card, we can see we've got all the models in the series. So, it says Toyland cars, and you've got an image of Noddy again, and it says collect the set. And the set consists of Mr. Plod's police car, PC Plod there, with Gobbo actually in the back in a cage in the cell. You've got Noddy's car, his little yellow and red car, which is what this one is. Mr. Milko's milk van, together with pints of milk in the back. You've got Toyland's fire engine with big ears. Mr. Spark's pickup truck, again, Mr. Spark figure. And Gobbo's car with Gobbo actually in the car with his swag in the back. Okay, that's the back of the box. And just at the bottom of the box, you've got all the copyright and licensing information and the Corgi details and so on, the barcode and what have you. Okay. That is the box. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to open the box. We are going to take it out of the box and we're going to have a look at the model without the reflection of the window and without any restrictions. Okay, so I've removed the inner packaging from the box and this is what we got. So basically this is how it comes. It comes on this plinth and there's this plastic covering which I'm just going to lift off and move to one side. And there you can see we've got Noddy and his car, and Noddy literally just lifts out of the car. We'll have a look at Noddy in a second, but let's have a look at the car itself. It's quite a weighty car really, considering there's not a great deal of die cast on it though, even though it says it's supposed to be a die cast model. The main body is metal, it's die cast metal. Everything else on here is plastic. So you've got the mud guards, which are all plastic. You've got the front grille and the lights, which are plastic. The bumper is plastic. The wheels are plastic. The back bumper's plastic. The spare wheel's plastic. The cover at the back there. The seats are all plastic. The wheel is plastic. The windscreen is plastic. And the bottom is plastic. So there's not a tremendous amount of metal in it. But it is quite a weighty model, considering that most of it, or it's only that yellow body that is die-cast metal. Other than that, it's all plastic. So, but it is a lovely looking model, and it does emulate the car that Noddy drives in Toyland. So let's measure the car. So from tip of the bumper to tip of the back bumper, we're looking at 10 centimeters. And if we measure across the widest point, which probably be across the wheels, we're looking at 5.5 centimeters. Which is from the top of the mud guards to the top of the other mud guard. And height-wise, from the bottom of the wheel, I would say, to the top of the windscreen, we're looking at 5 centimeters. So that is the size of Noddy's car. And then we've got the Noddy figure. Now, the Noddy figure has got no... It's soft plastic. Well, actually, it's hard plastic. There's no movability or anything on the figure. The figure measures 6 centimeters tall, and width-wise we're looking at about 3.5 centimeters, and depth-wise the deepest point is his head, So we're looking at 3 centimeters on his head. Now there's absolutely nothing that the figure does apart from sits in his car. So you can pop him in the car there, and that's basically all he does. He doesn't sit very well in the car either. I don't know if there's a special way of holding him in there, but no, he doesn't sit very well at all. I don't know if his feet are supposed to stick in somewhere, but he doesn't stay in position very well. So it wouldn't surprise me if he fell out. The nice thing about this car though is that it really does roll really nice. So if I just move that out of the way and just pull back on the camera a little bit, you can see that it really does roll very well, and there's not a lot of touching you've got to do to it to make it go. So it's a nice playable model for the young. Noddy does sit in there nicely, although he's very easy to fall out. So, but I think that's probably the design on this, so that the kids could actually play with the figure as well, even though the figure can't do a lot. But yeah, I mean, there we are. So that's the item. I mean, the display I think is really good as well. It's got Noddy's shop there, so it's notions, oddities, doodads, delights of yesterday, and so that is his shop where he works, and his car sits on the plinth like that, and I think that displays really nicely. So that's how I would have it and display it. Pretty good models these are, I've got to say. The even though it's like an animated television series, or originally it was I think it was a puppet series originally, but the detailing on the model is really exactly like on the well, I think it's all CGI these days, but on the I was on the CGI program. Remember, this one was from the the late 90s to the early 2000s series of Noddy in Toyland. So it's based on those early ones. The later ones may be a little bit different, but this is certainly based on a series that was well, 25 years ago now. So how well did these do? Well, it's Corgi again, isn't it? So like anything Corgi, they do exceptionally well. Even though this is advertised as a die-cast model, there's not a great deal of metal in it. Like I say, it's just the body. The rest of the whole car is plastic, and the figure's plastic. So it's not really a full die-cast model, but hey-ho, there we are. But yes, I'm sure they sold very well. In fact, they did actually do 2 versions of this. This was the very first version, and the one released in 2000. And then they did a second release in 2001 or 2002. I can't remember exactly what date it was, which was pretty much the same models, but in a different packaging. And I think the second batch of figures that they produced, you could move the arms on the figures, so there was some movability on them on the second batch. But these are the original release of this particular series of die-cast models from Corgi. So yeah, I'm guessing that they've done okay. Again, I don't know the quantities that were released, and to be honest with you, they hardly ever come up on the platforms. The later versions do. You see them a lot on the platforms, but these early ones not very often come up. So I think that's probably because they're the first releases, and they were only released for a year before they were finished, and then they revamped the whole series, like I say, and they come out again in 2001 or 2002, different packaging and different awesome movement on the figures. But these are the first release with no movement on the figures whatsoever. Okay, so as I said, they don't come up very often on the platforms, and these particular first release series is getting harder and harder to find. But yes, you know it, as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find quite a few sets of these first release Noddy models, and they are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Noddy items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. And there will be something for everybody. And I am absolutely positive that this is something you will not want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this fantastic little figure and card with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.